Presented by Collective Noun, this is Nightly News Now.
Welcome to Nightly News Now, just like a normal news show, except we don't check our facts. So I guess quite a lot like a normal news show, actually. Let's take a look at what's making news this evening. Ariana Grande still can't get the Crazy Frog ringtone out of her head.
I would never hurt an animal, but I wanted to take that frog and, shove it where it cannot see the light of day.
Yeah.
I was very upset.
Prime Minister Scott Morrison was asked what it's like to lead a stable government.
I don't know. I don't do it myself, so I wouldn't know.
And Pauline Hanson is getting ready for her extended family Christmas lunch.
Do we want to be there? No. Most of us will end up going kicking and screaming because we want to stay in our own home.
A local man has been presented the Nobel Peace Prize for offering a thank you wave in traffic when technically he didn't really need to.
Well, I'm waving at people all the time, so this isn't really a big deal for me. G'day, Mike. Oh, look at that. You caught a live one.
John Parker has become a national hero, receiving the world's most famous Peace Prize for his generous work giving out thank you waves on local roads.
You know, I think traffic thank you waves are what holds society together. It's just one person saying to another person, hey, thanks. Thanks for letting me into the traffic, but also, more than that, thanks for letting me into your heart.
It's on this road behind me where John performed his award-winning act of traffic diplomacy. Where the two lanes become one, John had right of way, meaning he didn't have to give a thank you wave. But he chose to anyway. Police say it's this type of selflessness that's making their job easier.
We need people to know, just by lifting one finger, they could be saving the economy. You should, of course, be careful which finger you use, because one could cause more road rage. Okay, bit weird, but okay, not okay.
Some scholars believe the simple thank you wave holds even more power.
There is compelling evidence that suggests that if America would just give Russia a thank you wave, we'd have instant world peace.
As for John, well, he has big plans to take his message global.
Well, the next goal for me is to become the first ever person to give a thank you wave from the International Space Station. It'll be one small wave for man, but one tidal wave for mankind.
Mental health practitioners today announced they will no longer be using personality tests like Myers-Briggs or the Enneagram, instead opting for the very scientific measure, which Sex in the City character are you?
You might have been told before that you are a type 7 or an ENFJ, but you see the problem is that no one really knows what the hell that means. But everyone knows what you're talking about if you tell them they're such a Miranda.
The world of personality testing is about to get a very relatable revamp.
We now give clients a very scientific test developed by BuzzFeed that accurately determines which of the 4 personality types they are. Carrie, Samantha, Miranda, or if you're like me, Charlotte. When you're hitting the town for a big girls' night out, are you more likely to order a cosmopolitan, a martini, or a pina colada?
The new initiative delivers questionable results, has limited applications, and still needs significantly more research. So already, it has a lot in common with the world's most popular personality tests.
My counsellor gave me the test and I found it very helpful. Since finding out I'm a Carrie, I've made some big changes in my life.
The success of the new measures have prompted calls for the program to be adopted wider.
We have looked into using other TV shows for personality testing. We did briefly have a Which Friends Character Are You quiz, but we ran into some pretty serious problems. So we have got your test results back, and I'm afraid it's not good news. It turns out you're a Gunther.
In news just in, apparently, I'm a Samantha. Shane Warne announced today he'll be running for Prime Minister at the next election. We've secured an exclusive interview. Warnie, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to be met.
Now, Shane, Malcolm Turnbull was a lawyer, Kevin Rudd, a diplomat.
Yep.
What makes you qualified to be Prime Minister?
Okay, I've been to Moorabbin TAFE and done accounting.
And you think that's enough experience to run the country?
It was a very worthwhile week.
Okay. Now, Shane, obviously you're a great cricketer, but it's my understanding you also hold the record within the Australian team for the most eaten at a Sizzler buffet.
I really enjoyed that side of things and pushing yourself to see how good you could be.
That type of record takes a lot of commitment. You must have really hit that salad bar.
I'd set myself challenges like, okay, I'm going to hit it 3 times today, and I wouldn't leave till I hit it 3 times. If that took hours, it took hours. If I did it in 20 minutes, okay, let's say do it 4 times tomorrow.
And I imagine the dessert bar too.
Bowl and bowl and bowl for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, Shane, you must have confused some employees. They put the food down, it disappears. Where did it go?
I know, I was lucky enough to bamboozle a few.
Okay, let's talk policy. The big issues. Your thoughts on the honey badger not picking anyone on The Bachelor?
He made a silly mistake and an error in judgment.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're, in this country, sometimes too quick to hang people.
So true.
And just nail them. We cry out for characters and things, and but then we cut people off so quickly as well.
And how about Coles bringing back mini collectibles just when we thought we had all dealt with our addiction?
We hated it and we didn't like it, and they have to earn our respect back.
Okay, now the big one. The Bunnings sausage saga. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us as Australians were disappointed, we were embarrassed.
You just don't mess with onion.
Australians don't do that.
What were they thinking?
So it was really disappointing to see that.
Thanks so much for sitting down with us, Shane, and vote 1, Warnie.
No, thanks for having me.
That's all from Nightly News Now for this evening. Tomorrow's news is right here, but no spoilers. Good night. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our very last episode. Why not go check out the previous 5 online now? Also in the comments, why not leave a thank you wave for the person next to you? Let's get a whole line of them going. I'll start. Well, you can't see mine obviously because it's audio, but I'm waving.